Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ here with my bro Germs.
What's going on?
Bring you another weekly recap of this week's Supergirl. Tonight's episode was called Livewire. Before we get into this, we just want to say, get better, Bears. Bears is actually out. He's not feeling too well, but he will hopefully be joining us for the Flash and Arrow and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. talks. But let's get into it. Roll the recap! It's Thanksgiving time on Supergirl. Mama Danvers comes to visit them. Alex is scared that her mom will be mad at her for letting Kara become Supergirl. She is right, and Mama is pissed. A new villain arises in Leslie Willis, aka Livewire. She was mentored by Kat. Jimmy and Lucy go out of town to celebrate Thanksgiving. Kara invites Wynn to come over for Thanksgiving. It was an awkward dinner. Kara fights Livewire. Hank Henshaw steps in. Kara fights Livewire again and wins. In flashbacks, we see that Hank Henshaw already knew the Danvers back when Kara was a kid. He's a bad guy. Wynn kisses Kara. He tells her about his dad being a bad guy. He's definitely the toy man. Hopefully Wynn doesn't go down the same path. Third wheel game strong. Livewire is locked away at the DEO. Kara and Alex find out from their mom that their dad died while working under the DEO, so they suspect Hank. He's a bad guy. It's all a matter of time before they figure out his secret. Boom. That was great. So one sentence to describe this whole episode. We meet Livewire. Supergirl triumphs again, and we get more flashbacks with Dean Cain and Helen Slater. So, new characters, I guess we're gonna have to talk about. Livewire.
Leslie Willis.
Yes, and it was cool that she was like a I guess you could call her like a podcaster, because she was talking smack about Supergirl. So she's talking smack about Supergirl. Then it's revealed that she was mentored by Cat Grant, and she looked at her like it was kind of her daughter-ish, right?
Yeah.
But like a rebellious daughter.
Yeah.
And then she sends, I think Cat sent her out there, right? She'd sent her to do like
The cat chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
like weather and traffic.
Yeah, and then freak accident happens. What do you call that? That was like a Smallville moment right there. Yeah, when she transferred her powers like that, because there's a episode called Leech in Smallville where he was holding the Shawn Ashmore, the other Ashmore twin, and he grabbed him, and then lightning struck his chest, and then he got Clark's powers. But in this version, it turned her into Livewire. Turned Leslie into Livewire.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I like that origin. I got a pretty sick still shot from that. So,
and I like how she got her name from her radio job.
I know, it's so cheesy.
Yeah, Live
so
and
awesome.
Wired.
Yeah,
You just put that two together.
And then the colors were there too, blue and white. And while all that's happening, we see Mama Danvers come into town, and it's revealed that their dad is already gone. But we'll touch base on that later.
Supposedly.
And she's not seeing eye to eye with Alec, and she seems to favor Kara over her. But turns out it's more like she just wants her to be better. She just wants her to be better than herself, because she knew Kara could take care of herself. She never ever sure that Alex would be in the same situation. Like she didn't know that she could take care of herself like that. So that's kind of weird, because that almost like resembles like how it is with mom and dad in a way.
I think it's most families,
because sometimes the younger kid gets treated a little bit more like
they're less strict and stuff.
Yeah, well, not just that. Like, it's just kind of like if something happens to the younger one, the older one kind of gets
Is to blame.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's how it is. I mean, that's sometimes. It's not all the time, but that does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's relatable right there.
Very relatable.
So we come back to Livewire. She's pissed off at Kat, and she's a pretty good villain.
She's electrified.
Oh. She's electrified. She goes after Kat, right?
Yeah.
I'm not missing anything in between, right? So, and all this is happening during Thanksgiving. They confront a couple times. The first time is at Cat Grant's office, and she's able to like tap into the technical hub of things.
Yeah.
Like she was able to just go into the power line. You saw that?
Yeah,
and then
anything that's based on electricity, she could ride through the waves. It's crazy.
That's sick, yeah. That's very close to. Yeah, that's actually really like I like how they didn't just do like the lightning or the electricity throwing. They actually did like the whole shebang bang with her, like being able to ride all that stuff. So
that's kind of scary though.
Yeah, it's scary. Like when she showed up on the screen the first time.
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't understand. Like, shout out to Brockmed, the cuz story moment right there. How she sent Kara to go get help when Supergirl shows up about a second later. Kat, for an investigative reporter, you're pretty bad at figuring stuff out. I don't even care if it's like the, what do you call that? See, Smallville had like he had an excuse because he's always using his super speed. Almost nobody caught him. So we got that first confrontation. Kara's kind of able to take the hits and whatnot and then save Kat. And then Hank Henshaw comes and this dude is just like, he's just looking for a chance to blame Kara for it.
Yeah.
How did he put that together though? He's just like, she wasn't hit by the lightning. You were hit by the lightning.
I don't know, because he's known about Superman, like from the flashbacks, and he knew about Kara too, so he's probably been like researching.
He's jelly.
Stuff.
He's jealous. Yeah. He's even more of a scumbag back then with the Danvers. So if that wasn't clear to people, Hank Henshaw already has ties to the Danvers way back when Kara and Alex were still kids, and the Danvers were protecting them from him. So we go back to the present, and they're enjoying a Thanksgiving dinner. Win is there because he has no family, but we'll touch back on why he has no or apparently didn't want to talk about his family. And Jimmy is off with Lucy Lane somewhere in a different city. Ohio. So it's Kara, Alex, their mom, and Win. It's pretty awkward Thanksgiving, you could say. Kara's warming up the turkey with her heat vision. Alex is drunk as hell, and then their mom is jumping down her throat. And Win is just like in the middle of everything. Yeah. And there's a part there where they're going around the table, and then she was like, let's just talk about what we're thankful for. And he was about to say what he was thankful for, and then
freaking
Jimmy, you ruined the moment even though you weren't there.
Why? You're already with Lucy. You don't need to call.
Give Win a chance, man. You're forcing the third wheel on him. It's not fair.
Even if it's unintentional, like that's still.
It sucks because he's such a good guy. Not even a douchebag. He's like a good guy. Scene continues. They keep fighting. Win is trying to make light of the situation. He's like, hey, you want some beans? it just kind of falls apart. Alex leaves drunk, and Win leaves, and I feel really bad for him because right when he was about to express his feelings, couldn't. And then Kara asks her mom why she's always been so hard, and the mom can't really answer. And then she leaves to go. Actually, this is before, right? This is right before.
Yeah. So first encounter.
So sorry, I said that out of order.
That's fine.
Because they kind of saw each other a couple times. So So after that whole Livewire incident happens, and then they make the plan. After she gets away, they make the plan to use Cat Grant to lure her out again.
She can stand her ground even though she's
human.
Human. Yeah.
So they drag her out. Then the epic showdown happened. It was pretty cool. I like the effects on the show are really, really good.
Yeah.
I guess
I must agree.
And Bears, there's not too much flying and fighting in this one. A lot of this was actually on the ground combat.
I feel like they listen to us, but these are filmed like
but still like I feel like telepathically they knew. So the fight was awesome. I really, really liked it. Like I like that Kara is actually like, you could see that she's being able, like her body is able to take more damage.
What were you saying about
Alex told her that Livewire could kill her because she's a lot stronger because of how it happened. It came through, like the lightning came through Kara.
She said that she could stop her heart. It's just...
Yeah, and she was still able to take the hit though. I mean, most of it was being absorbed by the cape, but still, like, it's just crazy. And then she did the whole Falcon punch into the ground, or super punch into the ground, and grabs the water line, and then...
That's crazy. That's smart.
But she did get jacked up a couple times. She got thrown through a wall. She got slammed into a car. She
definitely got her, like...
That was crazy.
Ass handed. She got her ass handed to her.
Yeah. But you saw the whip thing? That was sick.
Oh, yeah.
And then she was, like, using it to choke Kara. But she prevailed. And then we get... Cat Grant says, thank you. We get back to Catco. And she brings Win the leftovers from Thanksgiving to kind of make up for leaving or having to leave.
Yeah.
And then he says what he's thankful for, and he says, you. Everybody's like, and then he kisses her.
And then she just...
Her eyes lit up for a second until she saw Jimmy.
I think that's the reason why. She's just like, oh, Win, get off me.
It's messed up. And then Lucy's there, and then Win's just like, this is messed up. And right before that, actually, he tells her that his dad was a very bad man, and he's in college. I mean, he's in prison. So we know that his dad is Toyman. Eventually, we're gonna have to see where that goes. Obviously, he's gonna align himself with Kara unless she kills his dad. You know what I'm saying? Then
probably will go to.
Because it's not fair. Like, Jimmy's got everything. Win's gonna lose everything and then become a bad guy. No. Hopefully, he becomes like a gadget type character for her instead. You know, building her stuff because he already like helped her make the suit. So and he has like the Supergirl cave for them. Hopefully, because he knows her secret too. So that won't be good if he's a bad guy. And he's just too good of a guy. So going into what we missed during the talk, the beginning fight scene with that giant dude, quotation mark.
Because it was a girl.
And she was like, okay, respect. The save in the elevator, forgot to talk about. That's pretty cool. I feel now we could talk about, did you have any dislikes about this episode? I had none. I feel like the touchy-feely moments were okay. Or the feels moments, like the moments with Kara and her mom, the three of them, Alex, Kara and their mom, and then Alex and her mom themselves, how they got made up. Yeah, I thought all those moments were good. I like any moments with like Win and Kara because like they're like meant to be. And Jimmy and Kara, of course, I like those moments, but like I don't want them to end up together. I really don't. Maybe for a little bit, but not the end. Because he's already got everything. He's best friends with Superman. He's with Lucy Lane. Be happy, man. Stay away. And then at the end there, we see or we hear from Mama Danvers. Yes.
Danvers.
That
Papa Danvers died by Hank Henshaw.
Well, he didn't say bye, but he did say that he died. Possibly died under
his
while he was working for the DEO. So he traded himself in so that Kara so that they wouldn't take Kara. And that's pretty much the last we're definitely gonna see more of that flashback. Hopefully. What if he's not dead though? Oh, and Kara and Kat, they kind of got close together in this episode too, because she learned that Kara's parents died.
And I feel like at that point she wants to learn more just to like match the points, because I still have a feeling that she kind of
she was also changing the topics of like the headlines they were gonna roll for that day. She wanted to just do normal stuff like Thanksgiving stuff. She didn't want to do any of that.
She's like that lady that doesn't really like to express her feelings, or she's like very.
But you could tell that she changed, like just in that one episode, like her whole attitude towards life changed. And like you said, she's very good at hiding it. So we get back to the DEO, and Kara and Alex meet with Hank, and they're locking Livewire up in like a box to contain her, and they're suspicious, and they're trying. Before the episode ends, they say that, hey, let's figure out what this whole deal is with Dad dying under Hank Henshaw's direction, or while working for him. And then the episode ends. What's to come and theories. I guess we could just talk about the previews. I don't know if you saw, but I saw Kara holding up a giant building, and Cat Grant was trying to make a call to meet her again or something like that. And it looks like the city's falling apart. So I think this is the episode that was supposed to air this week, but because of what happened, they decided to roll with another one, which is I respect that decision of theirs. It's very, very good move on their part. I'm the respect people during this time. So that's what the episode we're going to be getting next week. And we don't really see much unless from what I got from that is that the city is falling apart. Literally. So maybe we might see maybe that was Win's dad doing that, because he's the toy man and he's known to make stuff that boom boom. So or it could just be a different, I don't know. I'd like to think I'd like to think that that's Toy Man doing that. Yeah, so theories. I think Win's dad is going to be coming in the picture soon. Toy Man. I hope that Win doesn't take up the mantle as Toy Man. I hope he's like the anti-Toy Man, like like Gadget from Static Shock. I think that they haven't seen Jeremy Danvers' body.
That's me. That's me.
So
I look like him. I'm Kane.
It's just a little darker, but yes.
Yeah.
But I believe that he may not be dead. The thing is, they said that he died in like he could have died protecting Kara, or he could just be locked away in some room underneath the whole DEO place, because, you know, I'm sure that place is lined with lead, so Kara can't see everything.
Yeah.
And Hank Henshaw is... Okay, there's only two options, really, but one outweighs the other. 10% chance he's John Johns, and so this adaptation of Martian Manhunter. But the thing is, his eyes were almost cybernetic eyes. It's already known that he's either got to be the cyborg Superman, and he's portrayed that attitude. John Johns, some people were saying that, and I even thought it for like a second, because, you know, it just looked like it. Yeah, he wouldn't act like that. Even in his human...
He's not... He really isn't an
Yeah, he is not. He's a nice guy.
He's
very stern, but at the same time, he's all about the peace. And this guy is just... He's not the nicest guy. But he's got this, like, really, really malevolent look on him. You know, like when he was like, Alex.
Yeah, two episodes ago.
And both his eyes, like I said, the eyes glowed red, and you could just see, like, it's like as if his mind is connected to a computer.
Like experiment?
Yeah, he made him, like, because maybe Hank Henshaw, like, lost his family and whatnot. Or maybe that's what happened. He lost his family and had Jeremy Danvers rebuild him. And then, like, he's been, like, coming at them ever since, right? Or that might have happened after Jeremy Danvers came into the picture. Like, he rebuilt him and everything. And then he killed him just in a fit of rage or something.
I don't want...
I'm telling you guys, we're gonna put him in the talk tonight on Flash, or tomorrow night on Flash, and you guys will see how we can tie in Smallville with the Flash, because Bart Allen was from the future in that show.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
Bart Allen. It was
Multiverse.
Bart Allen, not Barry. Bart. Overall, or did we miss anything else? Oh, I forgot to say that. I think he's rounding up all these villains. He's got them all in one place so that he can use them later on. Yeah. So he's gonna make his own little society of supervillains. You think so? He's got one now. Remember, I was saying that he was getting upset that Kara was killing all of them.
Yeah.
Well, accidentally. The first one, the guy killed.
So maybe he's gonna have,
Man, this show's actually getting real good. So how do you want to rate this? This episode was electrifying.
I'd give this 5 super shocks.
Okay. Any final thoughts? I thought this episode was awesome. I think the writing is really, really good on the show. Okay, for people out there that look to the show in a negative way, I have to ask you why. Because when you watch TV shows, you have to keep like an open mind about it. You don't focus on that's the thing.
Yeah, you don't know. People don't like change, and they don't like when something's different.
Honestly, when I look at it as a superhero TV show, not some like Gossip Girl bullcrap stuff, because they do touch on the subject, but what TV show doesn't? Because if you kind of like compare this to the Flash and Arrow, they have just as many feels moments as this show does. It's just that
but the main character is
it's a girl. Dude. But there's no
difference.
actual difference in the substance of the whole thing.
And that's what people fail to see.
But I'd like to tell you, I'd like to invite you guys to open your minds. Get over the feminism. Get over just get over the fact that certain characters are different.
Just watch it because it's
exactly.
a superhero show.
If you look at it in that light, you know, you focus. If you like the action, focus on the action. If you're not digging the whole feel stuff, look away for a second and then get back to the programming. Like, don't bash the show because you don't think that it's up to your standard of it being, oh, he's not a male hero. Oh, that guy's black, not white. Stuff like that. We're all for people voicing their opinions about something, but when it's just like you have no other reason other than the fact it's different for you to dislike something, that's when I can question why you're watching it in the first place. Dislike it because you think the storyline doesn't make sense. Dislike it for certain characters acting a certain way, or they lack the acting skills to portray a certain character. Like something like that so that the show gets better. And for people that say that the show is gonna get canceled, have you seen the ratings? They haven't really slipped.
Yeah, the premiere was 12 point something million, 12.9, almost 13, and then the last 3.
Yeah, around 8 million. So they're keeping their consistent viewers. They have a pretty good night. And that's with Big Bang Theory being moved to another night. So
yeah,
I think the show is holding great on its own. I think it can only get better. They do need to fix a few things.
Yeah.
They have the right amount. I feel like they're balancing it out more now. They're having a lot more action now, but and the story is consistent for the most part, and it's not all over the place. And the characters in the show are very well portrayed. All of them are great at their roles. It's all a matter of seeing Kara now getting better at using her abilities and really think. Because the thing is,
honing in her skills.
The thing is, people might think right now that she's kind of ditzy and whatnot, but the thing is, she hasn't been doing the whole super heroics thing that long. Really, she's just suited up. So it's gonna take time for her to be able to make like wiser decisions, because really she relies on her brawn, you know. This episode you kind of see her using her head. She looked down into the ground and pulled out the water line, little things like that, but that's all in the story, you know. That's all in the storytelling, and I think they're doing a pretty good job of making, like, balancing it out, because if she already knew what she was doing, each of these episodes would be like 10 minutes long, you know, without a challenge there. Not only is she battling the people that she's going up against, she's also juggling what's in her head, because she's still young. Please be sure to leave a comment what you thought about this episode down below. Go like the video as well.
Be sure to check out our movie pilot down below if you want to read more on these episodes. Be sure to also check out Bear's channel, even though he wasn't on this episode. We got some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. over there and a lot of awesome stuffs on that channel.
I felt like I talked a lot more this episode.
That's fine.
So we'll see you guys. Check the social links below, please. Everything.
Yes. Bye.